Thank you all for that you all can see the screen and hear me. So before we get into the topic, I have some message from Magesh, like he needs some clarification. So like whoever having any questions, if you want to go ahead from the previous topic, if you have anything to ask, you can go ahead. You are unmuted, Magesh.
Yeah, the reset, right? I
Mm.
have just practiced,
Mm.
and I can see the mixed is there. Shall I know what is mixed reset?
Mixed reset means your changes will be removed from working directory, sorry, staging area and local repository, but not from the working directory. You will have your changes in the working directory.
Can you repeat that? I just
Your changes will be there in the working directory. They will be removed from staging area and local repository.
okay. And the difference between soft and mixed is same or how?
Soft means your changes will be in the staging area, will be removed from local repository. So you can commit to get the changes back.
Okay. Okay, got it. So, and one more thing is that Git checkout or Git merge is there, right? Between
Mm.
two branches. That was not, I was getting some error while executing that.
I did not cover much concept yet. We'll be
Okay.
covering it today.
Because in yesterday's practice session, it was there. That is the reason.
Lab documents, it might be there because it's a separate concept.
And one update on the document, the
Mm.
lab document.
Mm.
It says Git checkout main, but the main branch is called as master. So we need to just update that name alone.
No, it's also main, Magesh. Like when you clone from GitHub, suppose if repository is created on GitHub on remote, when you clone it, it would be seen as main. So at times it would be main also. Master branch would also be called as main. So there is
Okay.
no wrong on having it as main.
When I put Git checkout main, it was not working. That is the reason I.
That's what I'm saying. If the project is created on GitHub, then it would be created with a main, not master. Anyway, those topics I did not cover it. Okay, we will go to GitHub and see how to create repos. But the point is, main is also relevant. It's no mistake
Okay.
on saying main.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Any more questions? Any other questions from anyone? Okay. All right then. So let's get started with the today's topic. If you have any questions, we can also discuss towards the end. So let me talk about branching and merging, right? Yesterday we have created a branch. We made some changes into B1. So let me just give a recap of what we discussed. So we were talking about branching and merging. In this process, I just created a branch called B1 is created from master. I have created a B1 branch from master, and B1 is having like all the changes like whatever is on master, and then I created another new file called file3 on B1, right? So B1 is created from master and B1 has got this file created, and then we went to master. Master is not having it, right? So B1 is having some new file and new commit ID, some new commit ID. Now what I want is, I want to integrate changes from B1 to master. What is this called as? Integrating changes from one branch to another. First, let me check the status. I'm on branch master. Let me check the log of master. Just to show you what we have done. So two commits on master. But if you see there is a third commit on B1, which we have committed it on, like the B1 branch, right? So now the point is, I just want to integrate changes from one branch to another. What is this called as? Integrating changes from one branch to another. And why should you integrate it? And when do you integrate it? So, integrating changes from one branch to another is called merging. Right? And why do you do it? Like I told you yesterday, we will not mess up this. This is like a stable branch. or a prod branch. Master branch will be allocated for prod releases, a stable one. We wouldn't directly make changes here or interrupt this branch. This branch should stay stable. So what do we do is we will create some other branch from master, make our changes here, check if changes are working fine. If they are doing fine, we may merge them, integrate them back to the original branches. Of course, we don't directly again merge to master to any other branch. First, here we are learning the concept of how to merge it to any branch. Later on, we'll talk about the rules, whether you can merge it to master or not. How do you merge it, to which branch you should merge it, right? So yeah, once this is done, I would merge these changes to master and later on delete this branch. Right? That's what branches could be for temporary purpose, like a draft kind of. So let us see how to do that and later on delete it. Deleting the branch we'll see tomorrow, like or once we go to remote, because I have to show few other use cases with this. So yeah, let's first merge the changes. I'm on master. I have only two files, two commits. I don't have the third commit or third file which is on B1. Now what is the command to merge? Command is git merge source branch and destination. Source means from which branch you want to bring the changes from. From which branch we want to bring the changes from? Yes, you can use the chat window or raise your hand so that I can unmute you to for answers. Yes, Sai Dishwar, you are unmuted.
From B1, right?
Right. So from B1, you can get it from B1. Your source is B1. And what is the destination? You want to get it into which branch? That's the destination. Obviously, I want to get it into master. That is the syntax. So, and also you should be on master branch, the destination branch. Yes, anyway, I'm on master branch. See on branch master. Now run the command git merge source branch and the destination branch. Right? Good with the command. So let us run this. So git merge B1 master. So you got this changes. Now, if you see here, ls, see you have got three files. And if you see the log, you have got this as well. Right? So that is the um, B1 branch. So that's how you integrate changes from. And also here, when you merge it, it says fast forward merge or a straightforward merge kind of. That's like automatic merge or fast forward merge, right? You don't have any conflicts here. What is meant by conflict, we'll see. So that's how you integrate changes from one branch to the. Yes, you can revert. Okay, that's a question from Ram. After merging, can we revert? See, merging means changes from one branch will be integrated into another. Here you have to understand very
Ray,
carefully.
బాగోట్లేదు రిస్క్.
Sidhu, sorry, please keep muted. So you can merge from one branch to another, like from source to destination. When you merge it, you have to understand you are bringing changes from one branch to another. Bringing changes means you are bringing the commits from B1. It could be one commit or it could be multiple commits. Again, in each commit, it could be with multiple files. All of them will be merged to master, right? So that's a merging. Now the question from Ram is, after merging, can we revert? Can we revert? Yes. See, when you merge, this new commit ID is added into master. Do you see that? So just revert this one means whatever merged commits will be reverted. That's how we revert it. We revert the merge. Again, I'm repeating, when you merge, commits will be added into the destination branch, commits from your source branch. So if you want to revert those commit IDs, that's how those changes would be reverted. Am I good and clear? Any questions in this merge? If this concept is clear, I'll go with another type of merge. Good to go. Appreciate your quick responses. You can use thumbs up to respond or any questions. You can raise your hands. All right, thanks for confirming in the chat. 3 people confirmed. How about others? Good to go? Okay, there is a question from Vanilla. Is there a limit to merge files? See, always again, I'm telling you, we are not merging the files. Git is with respect to commits. We are merging the commits. Whatever commits are there on B1, I mean source will be merged into destination, right? So this commit could be dealing with 2 files. This commit could be dealing with 1 file. Whatever it is, you merge the commits. There is no limit of what you merge, how many things you merge. No limit we have. I believe that answers the question. Right. All right. So this is a simple merge. Let us go with another use case. I'm showing you another use case here. I'm on master branch anyway, right? Okay, let me just check the status once again for you. Yes, we are on master. I'm creating a new file here called file4.txt, right? It could be, the name could be master, main, or a default branch. So I just created some file. So what should I do? It's showing if you keep the cursor untracked. Means, what does it mean and what should we do for it? Right, correct? Add it to the staging area. From staging area to local repository, we should add it. So git add, git status, changes to be committed, right? So what should you do? Git commit -m, um, let's say on master. Okay, perfect. Now if you see the status, it should be clear. So I have 4th file here and I have 4th commit on master. Do we have this 4th file, 4th commit on B1 branch? Do we have that? Right, we would not have that 4th file or 4th commit on master, obviously. Sorry, on B1. Right, so okay, let's check it. Let's go to B1. How to switch the branch? By now you might have completed your hands-on. So how to switch the branch?
Git checkout.
Git checkout.
Git checkout B1. So I'm on B1. See, on B1, I don't have that 4th file. I would be running log now. See, I don't have that 4th commit. That's okay. And I'm not bothered about what other branches are having. Here I have a requirement again. I need the same file and I'm creating this file, a simple text file again. Okay, let's say some content. Again, it is in the untracked, unstaged. What should we do? It's untracked, sorry, because it's a first file, it's untracked. What to do now? What is the command?
Git add.
Yes,
Git add
add
file name.
4. Now, where is the file now? What would be the status message?
Staging area.
Staging area.
Changes to be committed means staging. Now,
Git commit -m
-m on master, sorry,
B1.
on B1
B1.
branch or whatever commit. Commit is your choice. Now, if you just see here on B1, it is all clean, good, right? I have 4 files. I have a 4th file commit here. If you see the log, perfect. And let's assume B1 is for like for temporary purpose, right? I'm just using it as a draft kind of. Once it is all done, I would like to move that to master. What should I do? How to do? What should I do now? How do I integrate these changes from B1 to master?
Git merge.
Git merge, right? Let us switch to the branch. Git checkout master. First, let's go to masters, right? Now I'm on master branch. Now I would like to integrate. So the command is git merge source branch, destination branch. So what happens now? What do you think will happen? Can we merge it successfully? First question, can we merge it successfully or not? Yes or no? If you give thumbs up, I would consider it as or use the chat window, or you can unmute and speak.
I think yes.
I'll say no.
Okay, one yes and one no. Mukesh says not available. Okay, Anvesh says yes, but clause will be mentioned, says Anvesh. Ram says no. Any other answers? Yes, override warning, says Suresh. Okay, there were multiple mixed responses like yes and no. Okay, okay, fine. Whoever says no, can we merge it successfully or not? Whoever says no, why no? Why can't we merge it? Earlier, when I run this command, it merged successfully and it is all good, but why not now? Whoever answered it as no, why no? Why can't we merge? What is the problem? Or what is the difference you are seeing here from the previous one?
Maybe they think that it is already merged with the B1 master. And if you do it again, maybe it will give the error.
Okay, Ramakrishna, you are unmuted.
But my answer is yes.
Because the same file name was exist on this master also.
Okay, same file name. Okay. And Suresh also gave a message. Same file exists in both the branches. Any other answers? Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now let's see what's all happening and why we see it as merge or not. Okay, there is a answer from Lokesh. Need to provide which files need to merge or message. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see now what happens. Okay, I'm running this command and it says that it is trying to automatically merge like it happened for before, like file 3, it was trying to auto merge. But then there is a conflict in file 4. Automatic merge failed. Do you see that? Earlier it was an automatic merge. Successfully it has merged. But now it's saying automatic merge failed. Fix the conflicts and then commit the result. You have to fix the conflict and then commit the result. What does it mean and why are we even getting a conflict? So general notion, general convention or understanding is people think that we get a conflict because of the same file. Like I see response also, same file exists in both the branches. It is correct to some extent, 50% it's correct, but not just because of the same file alone. So now let us understand, why do we get a conflict? What is the issue with the same file? Is it just because of the same file or something else? Let's deep dive into what happens at the backend. See, this kind of analysis of what is happening at the backend is very important if you want to become an expertise in the subject. If you just don't want the expertise, you just want to run the commands blindly, this is not for you. If you want to really make a difference in your team, or if you want to really stand out of the crowd, this is for you. So let's deep dive into what happens at the backend. Let's say this is the master branch. Listen here carefully, right? I'm just writing every step we did. So first what we did, we created a file for on master and we made a commit here. Commit ID is A. Now I came to this branch. Second step, I came to B1. Here also I created a file. But before that, one more thing. So just tell me, is
No,
this
no, I
commit?
did not see that, what you are writing.
Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yes, we can
We
see.
can see the screen, but this one is gone up. Whatever.
Are you all seeing the writings, what I'm writing here?
I think you need to extend the Zoom window. Not
Everyone else
you.
is seeing, right?
Yes, we can see.
Everyone can see Saidishwar. You have to fit in the Zoom window. Open the Zoom window and maximize it. So commit A is there on master branch. Is this commit A available on B1?
No.
No, obviously. So, okay, fine, it's not there. Now I came to B1 branch. Second step is I am making a commit here, right? And this commit ID is B, right? I just made a commit here, commit B. So, is this commit available on master? Definitely, again, the answer is no. It's not there because we just made a commit here. Okay, fine. Now, if you look into the snapshot of the commits of file 4, means let's say a list of commits of file 4. In the branch B1, it is simply B. And if you look into the snapshot of commits or in the master branch, it would be commit A. Correct? So this is how it is. And when you merge it, what happens when you merge it? Merging means you are bringing changes from B1 to master, right? B1 is the source. Destination is the master. So you are merging this way. The meaning of merge is integrating changes from source to destination. Means imagine, in layman terms, imagine you have a box here. This box should come and sit in here. Means this box should come and sit in here. Means, does it mean that, just a second. This is already there on master, right? So when you are merging, this box, like which is having commit B, should come and sit here, right? Means, does it mean that, will it override this and keep B? Or will it ignore B and keep A? Or which one to keep? Git has a confusion or Git has a question because Git is after all a tool. It's not a human to make a decision. Git is after all a tool. It will not allow overwriting. It will not allow ignoring. That's what Git is for, right? If it is ignoring or if it is overwriting, there's no point of using Git. Right? That's what in the day one of Git we were talking. It will allow multiple people to work on the same file. It could be multiple people or it could be myself alone on the same file. Right? So it shouldn't ignore. It should not override. It cannot make a decision whether to keep A or whether to keep B. That's where the confusion comes in. And Git will not do overwrite or ignore. Rather, it will give us in the form of, means it's a way to inform you, telling you that, okay, there is a conflict. I can't make a decision. You are the owner of this file 4. You have to choose which one to keep, whether to keep commit A or commit B or both or what you have to decide. That's the reason for conflict. Conflict is not something bad which you should avoid. It's a good thing. It's a good that you got a conflict. It is telling you. Some of you message like in the chat I could see saying that it will give you, it will inform you. Correct. Conflict is a way to inform you. Like this is the scenario. You have to decide now. So now why are you getting a conflict? Yes, same file along with source branch missing some commits which are on destination. This is the reason for conflict. It's not just same file alone. I'll also talk about it. If you just have same file, it will not get a conflict. Same file and source branch is missing some commit. Can you tell me which commit source branch is missing? Which commit it is missing?
That is master.
It's missing commit A, which is in master, right? So because it is missing this, which are on destination, you get a conflict. Assume that you have A also in B1. You won't get a conflict even though it's the same file. Right? Understood the reason for conflict, everyone. I want to see response from everyone. If you are in the class, make sure you are responding. You can use the chat, you can use the emojis, or you can raise your hand. I would like to know so that I know whether you understood or not. If you keep quiet, I should assume you all followed and I should progress. I want sessions to be two-way. You people should be talking. Okay, Anvesh says repeat. Okay, reason right, Anvesh. Okay, fine. That's perfectly fine. I can repeat. So the thing is, reason is it is the same file and also source branch means from where you want to integrate the changes. From source branch, like the commits are missing on the source. That's why you get a conflict. Which commit is missing? Like this particular file 4 is having some commit called A on master. That is missing. See here, I wrote it with red. That's how you got a conflict. Yes, Anil? Tell me any question you have. Suresh, you are unmuted.
Yeah, Preeti. So each commit has a unique ID, right?
Hmm.
So A commit means it has some unique ID. B
Hmm.
means it has a unique
Correct.
ID. So
Hmm.
how do we expect A here on branch B?
Okay. So you mean why it will not miss every time it will miss is what you are telling, right? Then
Yes.
how come the first scenario we did? Remember the first scenario? Or else let me give you another example. First scenario is the same. Let's say I have here file 1. Okay, let's say there is a committee. Then I created a branch B1. Correct? I created a branch here means obviously I'll have something same things here. Isn't it? I have commit A also here. Correct? Then
Okay.
I made some other modification here B. Now it's the same file, but if I merge, will I get a conflict here? Understood?
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, yes, correct.
Or else later on you might have merged this way. You might have merged after A here, whatever it is, commit A is here. Also, the first scenario we did. Yes, it's a file 3. It's not there. Of course, it's a not same file at all. But even though it's the same file, this is the case. Got it?
Yeah, got it. Yeah, thank you.
So that is the reason for same cloud. This is the scenario where it is same file, right? But source is not missing any commit, so no conflict in this case, even though it's the same file. So that's why I'm saying reason is not just the same file. Same file along with the source branch missing some commits which are there on destination, which will lead this. Are we good and clear?
Ma'am, instead of conflict, it can create a version, right? Then if it is create a version, then it will not be a problem.
Come again, please.
Suppose
Mm.
when we try to merge in the same file, so instead of conflict, if it will accept that merge and it will create a new version of that file, there is no issue, right?
And by new version of that file, can you please elaborate your query?
Suppose,
Instead of merge, I did not get actually. Sorry, can you please elaborate?
yeah, when we are merging the same file with the
See,
master,
remember one thing, we are merging the commit. Okay, we should not say we are merging the file. It's technically not correct. We are merging the commit. Yes, correct. Go on, please.
so it is giving the conflict because it is already done,
Already done means what is meant by already done?
already committed,
What is already committed here?
the merge.
Merge is already committed meaning?
Actually, before this command, we have done merge command, right, already.
That is different thing. You could merge multiple times. What's wrong in it?
But it is saying conflict now. It is already
Different. It's a different scenario earlier. It's not
okay.
because earlier you made a merge, now you are merging, it's a conflict. No, it's a totally different thing. You could merge any number of times. Earlier I merged, actually at that point of time when I merging committees having changes on file 3. So when I merged, that file 3 got merged into master. It has nothing to do with this one. This is totally a different change. It is not that it's comparing previous merge and it is giving conflict. No. That's not
Okay.
the concept I explained, right? So that concept is not at all there. Don't
Okay.
assume, okay, right? This is the concept. We did not talk about previous mergers here. You can do any number of mergers. There's nothing to do with the previous merge.
Okay. Got it.
So this is the thing. So this is the reason for conflict, right? Now it doesn't know what to do. So Git will not take a decision. It's after all a tool. It will show you in the form of conflict. You have to fix the conflict. How to fix the conflict? How do you decide? We will look into it. But are you clear with the reason? If you are clear with why you get a conflict, we'll talk about how to fix it. Good to go?
Yes.
Right now that we know why we get a conflict, let's talk about how to fix it. We will fix this. And also remember, everything can be automated. There is no thing you could not automate it, right? There is everything automation is possible, because I'm talking about this because I get this question from the students. So I just want to, maybe you also, some of you might be having that question. Can we automate this fix also? Everything can be automated, but there are things which you should automate and which you should not. As a DevOps engineer, you should be able to take a decision whether to automate or not. Here, manual intervention is needed, because you, who is the owner of the file, should decide which two changes to keep, which not. Right? It's not that because we can automate everything. No. This is answer for the questions for AI also. Is AI going to replace us? Is AI going to replace the DevOps jobs? As of now, at least as of now, or until 5 years, it wouldn't be possible with the trend we are seeing now, right? Because there are lot many places where a DevOps engineer should be working on it. It should be decided with a human brain. Not everything could be taken care by AI, right? So again, coming back. So now, whenever you get a conflict, how do you fix it? See, I got a conflict on file 4. Whenever you have a conflict, you will see this file 4, and the content of the file 4 is, first head means content from the current branch. Current branch means which branch is the current branch? I want to hear from you guys.
B1.
Huh?
No, master.
Master.
Master is the current branch, destination branch. We are on master. We got a conflict on master. Current branch means master. So this part is it showing this is the content from master. And then this is the contents from B1, incoming, coming from B1. So whenever you get a conflict, when you open that file, this is how it looks like. And this is another advantage of using VS Code editor. Editors like VS Code, IntelliJ provides this kind of option where you can see this colorful view, or also the options, which one to keep, whether you want to keep current change, incoming change, or both, or compare, all of that. But let's assume, okay, I'm not using any professional editors. I'll just stick to my notepad, right? If you do that, this is how it looks. You may just open the file in the editor with whatever editor you have. And yeah, do you see this? You will say the same thing, but there wouldn't be any option like incoming and all to edit. Imagine files may be huge, lot of configurations. You will end up modifying them manually, right? But here options are there. Whether you want to keep master changes or B1 changes or both. You can just click that and that takes care of. That kind of flexibility, convenience, ease is offered by these VS Code editors, which is not possible with the normal editors. Got it? Now, as a owner of these files, now I got a conflict within my own local. Same conflict will arise with others also in a team. That also we will cover. Okay, I'll cover those scenarios also. First, let's fix this. So I want to keep both. I'm choosing this. Good to go? Because later on again, if you ask me to show this, all of this will be gone. That's why I'm asking and for confirmation. Can I click this? Again, I should create a conflict scenario. So I am choosing this. Ramakrishna, you are unmuted. I see a hand raise. And Magesh, you are unmuted. Okay, I want both the changes. Right? See? Gone. Because I choose both, I can see a content from both the files. Save it. Done. Now, whenever you edit any file, what do we do? If you edit any file in Git, what should we do?
Need to add and commit.
That's all.
Okay.
You can add and commit separately, or else I can do this way. Conflicts resolved or whatever. Conflicts resolved. Done. It will be perfect, clean on branch master. Now the file have these lines, everything is all set. I have a question now. Now the content of file 4 is contents from both the branches. What would be the content of file 4 on B1?
It will have both actually.
Content of file 4 on B1. On
B1, okay.
source, what would be the content of file 4?
H1 high from B1.
Means its own changes, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Its own changes. Means we have merged on master, not on B1. So that thing you should have clarity. Only destination will be affected. Let's go to B1. See here. File for it has its own changes. Means only destination will be affected, not the source branch. Right? So that is the reason for the conflict, and that's how you fix it. We'll get conflicts from others also, from remote repositories as well. We will do all of that scenarios. I believe this is clear for everyone, right? This is very, very important to understand this underlying concept, because we see people running the commands blindly, like, okay, you merge it, then resolve the conflict without knowing what is happening. At times, it merge up the things. It merge the repository. I mean, it mess up the things. It mess the repos. Anyhow, master branch will not be having access for everyone. So feature branches, those gets messed up again, which would be challenging in real time. Like we will have our Kubernetes manifest files, right? Or Terraform configuration files, which should be handled carefully. All right, only the files changes. We'll replace them with the original files, like Terraform files and all. So that is about it. And like you all know, where to go for the hands-on by now. I just want to show you one important thing before I go for the next part. Just a second. Mm. We did not start actually the real project yet. We are learning the Git concepts. We will get started. First, this is the basic tool we need it. See the branching commands, everything is there. Main means consider it as master. Master or main, it could be anything. When you will see it as master also, you will see. So don't get confused with it. Right? You have everything here, all the steps, everything here. So go through this hands-on. And one more thing is, I just want to mention at this point, um, the thing is, today is your last class, like last available for public, right? From tomorrow onwards, the sessions would be private. So get enrolled, complete your fee payments and get registered. And this portal access will be there for registered students only from tomorrow. And another very most important thing is, whenever you register, right? Register with us by completing your fee payment, you will be given this LMS access with a unique link, right? The unique code, which will be used, which can be used for one individual or one person, right? It won't work for multiple people. You shouldn't be sharing those credentials or those with others, because like if you will be blocked from using it, it would be available only for one with whom we can't say. If you share it with others, you might be blocked. So we can't help you in that way. So make sure it is designed in such a way that it will be providing access or editable, or I mean not editable, the like of the view and usage will be monitored, will be tracked with one registered email ID, and also the IPs, and also the login is taken care by. Make sure you are getting that unique code to proceed with. The credentials or the LMS access should not be shared across. Any questions you have?
If I use mobile and on the laptop is okay, right? On the
That is okay. See, this is LMS is everything is automated. It's not we are doing something, right? If it
Mm.
is shared, like we'll get the alert, we'll talk to you, and that's how it will be blocked. It will be blocked
Okay.
automatically, and it will have the data also showing that what all logins we have.
Okay, got it.
So this is about it. And another thing is we are providing the content, the quality content is our motto, right? We are in the sense, I mean a team, right? It's not an institute or organization, or it's not a big firm. It's a team of people out of our passion for learning and teaching, right? I'm in to the teaching when I started my career. It's not me just starting this now because DevOps has got demand. Now let's go with the DevOps and just pull the people and get into it. I started teaching with a passion when I started my career. I started my career as a developer, tester, and the development project is at that time VB, but I'm not very focused or very good at VB. I just went into testing, then build engineer, then now from that point itself, I was into teaching in some way or the other, right? And then I found my passion for teaching, and I do it regularly, making sure that out of my busy hours I work as a DevOps manager. If you have idea about DevOps, you know how busy the schedule would be, but I would make sure to take some time for teaching because I feel like sharing the knowledge will help me grow, help me learn better. Every day I would learn because I have to teach you. I will learn new things. That's how it keeps me on par with the latest technologies. It keeps me in progress for learning. So that's the intention. I wouldn't stop my teaching at any point of time from the beginning of my career. So we are people who do it with passion. If you have full trust and if you want to learn from such industry experts, you could join, right? Also, we are not just forcing to pay on the day one and then join. We are allowing few days so that you could join. And now also we are tying up because we need to have only serious people. If you trust us, you could join with us. There is no force or nothing. But everything comes with a paid service, right? Like everything comes with some thing you have to pay for, right? Like we are putting our effort. We want serious people. We are providing this LMS, YouTube access, and we need definitely few people to spend some time and knowledge. All of that comes with some price, right? So, and also it's a reasonable price in the market. It's all again a different story. Whoever are interested, whoever liked the content, whoever liked the sessions can join and enroll. But like everything, there is what do you say, there is some people in every sector, there is some people or there is some way where the negativity goes on, like fake people would be there, fake trainings might be there, everything would be there all around. Fake students will be there, if you know or not. Not everyone, a bunch of a percentage of people would be there. But let's be honest, and if you are really want serious about your career, let's be professional. If you are serious about, if you like it, you can enroll. There's nothing harm in it. Same like we get the movies, we should see the movie in the theater, paying the price for it, right? You should not pay overprice or underprice. You get things with the quality, right? If you want to get the things with the quality, yes, it comes with some price. And like we have piracies, we have so many other things in the trainings as well. So just want to warn whoever are serious, whoever want to learn from us, you have seen the 4 sessions. Now if you are good with it, you can go ahead. So here is the contact number, and you should contact only on this number, right? Don't receive the calls or anything from strangers or anyone. Only this is the authenticated number to reach out. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to Mr. Raj, he can connect you with me. But no one else, no other contacts are entertained, right? So please make a note of it. All right then,
So,
let's continue.
Preeti, the screen what you are showing right now, uh, is it where I can say, I mean, is it LMS portal? This LMS
Yes,
portal.
it's preetidevops.com. If you just go with this,
I
Preeti,
understand what I'm seeing right now on the screen. This is called LMS.
yes, this is your LMS, Learning Management System, correct.
Okay, got it.
And for the number, you just go to preeti-devops.com, you see the contact number. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
number you should talk to, not with any other strangers.
I have the contact already spoke to.
Right,
Thank you.
right. All right then. About anything you have regarding fee and all, like you can reach out after the class. Let's continue. I don't want to get us deviated. I just want to confirm and affirm the things. That's all. All right, let's come back. So now we know the reason for conflict and all, right? Like I said, merge concept is not yet completed. We have seen two things like automatic merge, merge with the conflicts. Right now, then we will talk about conflicts on remote once we start the remote. At this point, again, I would like to show you one more thing. I would like the Git architecture. One second. Let me pull out the Git architecture. No, this is the pipeline. Just a second. Right. So now we are still on the local. Just reminding you also, whenever you are doing it, this architectural diagram should be on your mind. Okay. And this is the one, like this is the part which you can see a local repository. We are still working on this local repository. We did not go to remote it. We'll go to remote. Okay. But there are a lot many things to understand here before we jump onto remote. So don't be hurry. We will go to remote. But just understand that we are still on our local. So when we go to remote, we talk about conflicts on remote. Now, let's come back to the local. And now, yeah. So let us look into another interesting concept called stash. What is a stash? Have you heard about it? I will explain you this with a use case that would be more convenient. Let's say there's a working directory. Let's suppose you made some changes here, like file 1, file 2, right? Let's say you are making some changes in your working directory, your work isn't still going on, half of the changes were done, then you got an important priority task from your manager or else from the client asking them to they have asked you to do some bug fixes and commit this and push to remote. You have got some other important priority task. So always remember, whenever you are committing or merging, right, or pushing to remote, always best practice is your repository will be clean. But in this case, because you are having some incomplete changes in the working directory, will it be shown as clean?
No.
What would be it showing? What message we would be receiving at that time?
Files are there or still
Changes to be committed, right?
committed. Yes.
We cannot commit it because they are incomplete. At the same time, I can't discard it, right? They're halfway done. So what to do with those changes? How to keep my repository clean and attend the priority tasks from the manager or whatever it is? Like, how do I attend those? How can I keep the repository clean? That's where comes something called stash, right? Stash is like, you can push these changes to some temporary shelves. Temporary shells. These are virtual shells, temporary shells where you can move your changes to this, right? So once you move your changes to the temporary shells, yes, your repository would be clean. It doesn't mean that you have lost them. You have placed them on some virtual temporary shells. What you can do then, you can just get them back, right? Let's like whenever you want them, you can get the changes, unstaged changes to your working directory, which is called unstash. Right, this is the concept of stash. These are all the things like what you want to do when you are managing with the multiple files in your project. Anvesh has a question in the comment box in the chat. What's the difference between git ignore and stash? This is actually a question which you guys should answer. Now that you learned git, now I'll show you the hands-on on stash. I would like to listen from you guys.
Ignore is nothing but we are ignoring from the Git itself. I mean, it won't track or it won't version. It will not do anything. It will ignore the file. Slash is nothing but so in between that you are continuing the work. You want to halt. I mean, you don't want to commit. That is a stash. Both are completely different.
Git,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Glad that you understood that very well, Ramakrishna. And Anvesh, hope you got it. Anyway, I'll again explain it. First, we'll do the hands-on. By that time, you will understand the difference. Again, then I will talk about this more. Right? So let us go with the stash. For this, like we need some changes, some unstaged changes in the working directory. Let's say I'm editing this file. Let's say hello, and I'm editing this file 3. Just making some changes, and yeah. See, M means added, unstaged, modified, right? So you can also check now, right? It's not clean. Repository is not clean. It's saying changes not staged. Okay, fine. Changes not staged. But now let's say I want to have my repository clean, right? I want repository clean be because I want to do other commits, push to remote and all. So I want the repository clean, but I don't want to discard them, right? So what do? I can do something like git stash. That's all. It will move these changes to temporary shells. Let's see. See, it says that saving working directory and index state, right? Uh, so just do the status again. See, it's clean. And second line here in third file vanished. Second line in first file vanished. Does it mean that we lost them? No. We just place them on temporary shells. How do we see that? Git stash list. You can have multiple stashes, sorry. You can stash any number of times. When you do the stash list, you see here, stash at the rate, right? You can see the stash list. And every stash will have a stash number. And it starts with 0. Indexing starts from 0. This is the stash number. Git to show stash number. Right? It will see the changes. You will see the changes. See, this is a file 1, which is stashed. File 3 also we have stashed. Right? So that's how you see it. It's on the temporary shelf, stash list. Okay, fine. I have done my priority task. I completed those things. Now I want to get the changes back. How to unstash? Git stash pop, that's stash number. Like I told you, right? You can have any number of stashes. Stash number starts from 0, like it will be starting from 0, stash 0, stash 1, and so on. So stash pop command will bring the changes back to working directory, as well as it will clean the temporary shells. Right? Can I run the command?
Yes.
See, here you will see this details, right? Changes not staged, right? Changes are back. Do you see this? Interesting, isn't it? Magical. You got the changes back. So this is also most important thing. It has unstashed and dropped this. Dropped this means deleted from temporary shells. If you see here, nothing. It's got cleaned. Temporary shells were cleaned up. This is the unstash. Okay. I'm stashing again. I just want to show you another type to unstash. Stashed again. Repositories clean. Status clean. Stash list. Yes, you have it. How to unstash? Pop. There is another way. Apply. This will also unstash. But what is the difference between pop and apply? Apply will not delete from the temporary shelf. See? Earlier when you do pop, it gives you message it dropped it. But apply will not delete from temporary shells. Is the difference clear? But why you should do it,
Yes.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you why you should do this if the difference is clear. So first, git stash. What it does? Move the changes from working directory to temporary shells. Right? Then unstash is git to pop stash number. What it will do? It will bring it back to temporary shells. Right? Correct? Right? Also, it will unstash plus delete from temporary shells. Whereas git apply, git stash apply. This will also do the same. Bring the changes back to working directory from temporary shells. But it will not delete from temporary shells. That's a stash apply and stash pop difference. Are we good with the differences, everyone? Now, why do you need it? Maybe if you want to keep a copy on the temporary shells so that you can unstash to another branch and continue the work there. That's where you can do stash apply. Right? Means stash is a repository level. Let's say I'm doing it on master. I don't want to mess up master. I want to unstash into some other branch and continue the work there. So then I can do stash apply so that it will leave a copy on the temporary shells. I may continue that incomplete work on some other branches. Is it clear? Everyone, can I get a confirmation from you guys? Got it clear? If you are clear with this, I can go with the next part. A quick thumbs up will do. Or any questions, you can unmute. I can unmute you guys. All right. Glad it was clear till this part. Now, let me show you another use case. So here if you see, like you have these two files, right, in the working directory. When I do the stash, whatever in the working directory will be stashed, isn't it? Like I have two files, everything will be stashed. But what if I want to stash only a particular file, a specific file? Isn't it? I may have to stash only file 1, but not file 3. File 3 should be there in the working directory itself because I may have to complete it and commit it, right? So how to do that? So to do this, git stash minus p, partial stash. So if you do this, right? So you can see it will ask for confirmation. It paused on file 1. You can provide here yes or no. I'm giving yes. On every file, every unstaged change, it will prompt you. See on file 3 again, it's asking, I'll say no. See, it has stashed only one file. Do you see the difference? Can you all see the difference? File 3 is still there in the working directory. Got it? And then let's say I want to stash this separately. I'll do stash again. It could be stashed separately. If you see the stash list, you can see stash 0, 1, 2, 3. Do you see that? And now let's say I want to unstash. I can do stash pop or apply the stash number. Pick up any stash you want and unstash it. But let's say I don't want to unstash. I just want to delete some stashes. Drop, stash drop. I just want to delete this. It's gone. And see, index number will be moved ahead. Because it's deleted 0, 1 will become 0, 2 will become 1. Indexing starts from 0. Right? Again, there were 2. If you want to unstash and delete, you can use stash pop. Or else, let's say I want to just delete, I don't want to unstash. Stash clear. This will clean all the stashes. Can I go on? Can I run the command? Let me just go with it. Stash list gone, right? Everything is cleaned up. So those are the different ways you can stash and unstash, and these are the commands, right? Stash pop, stash apply, stash drop means it will not unstash, just only deletes from temporary shelves. Also that particular stash number only. Whereas stash clear means, again it will not unstash. Simply delete all stashes from temporary shelves. Got it right, all of you?
Once we delete the stash or drop the stash, we cannot unstash, right, ma'am?
Obviously, to unstash, you need that stash number, right? Stash pop, git stash pop stash number, git stash apply stash number. When the stash is not at all there, how can you unstash it? We cannot. Now, is the difference clear, everyone? What is the difference between ignore and stash? Can you guys answer now? What is the difference? There will be confusion definitely on this. What is the difference between ignore and stash? When we have ignore, why are we stashing? What is the difference? Ignore is the entire file will not be tracked anymore, right? If you place something in git ignore, that file will never be tracked at all. Whereas, like if you have it on the stash, like if you are stashing it, right, the file is still tracked. See here, file 1 is still tracked, right? Only the unstaged changes will be stashed. Unstaged changes in the working directory will be stashed. And these are the different commands. Let me write the list of them. This is the command to first stash, then stash pop stash number, or by now you know the difference. Git stash apply stash number, right? Or git stash minus p, partial stash or specific stash. Then git stash drop any particular one if you want to clean it up, or git stash clear to clean up all the stashes. So these are the bunch of commands you have for stash, and remember these are all for unstaged changes in the working directory. Unstaged means it's not a new file, correct? It's not a new file. File is already there in staging area. So those things, I mean, file is already there in staging area and local repository. You are modifying them. So they are unstaged changes in the working directory, which you can stash. Can we stash untracked changes as well? Of course we can. And this is the command. Git stash. Let me put it in the other way. Git stash minus u means untracked, new file. It's in the working directory. This can be tracked. But again, both are under working directory only, right? Obviously, unstaged changes, untracked changes will be in working directory only. This is all the things you have to analyze. These are all in working directory, unstaged, untracked. To stash untracked, it's minus u flag to be used. Is this much clear for all? Are we good or anything? Any other questions?
No.
Thank you, Magesh, for confirming. How about others? A quick thumbs up will help me. Anvesh, is the difference clear or still any question on the ignore and stash part? Hope you got the difference. Everyone understood the difference. Again, that could be interview question. Can go here to the next. This is about the remote part. We'll start remote tomorrow. And we have the git stash part all the hands-on here. Stash also here. Stash commands. And let me share you the quiz for the stash. Okay, I should log in with a different account. I'll share you the link. Let me try from here. Yeah, okay. But I'll just provide you this link. Let me log out. Yeah. So this is for stash. You can go through these questionnaire. And how many of you are covering the interview questions every day? Have you visited the interview questions? Anyone? Get started with it, right? It's a right time. You need not wait for the complete course to prepare for the interviews. You can get started. So hope you all got the link.
I did not get Preeti. Can you?
The chat window just now I posted, Ramakrishna.
Okay.
Anshu, you are unmuted. Did you all get the link? In the chat I have posted. Just check the Zoom chat. Again, I'm sharing it. Check now. Not received. Okay, my bad. I am just posting to the host. 1 second. My bad. Now did you get it?
Yes.
Right. All right. And there is a URL shared for the students who want to continue from tomorrow. So please put your details there where we'll share you the payment details. Okay, let me share that with you all. It is posted in the Zoom. I'm also posting it. I mean, it's posted in the WhatsApp. I'm also posting it here. So the next concept is like we were talking about stash, right? We have the next very advanced concept, which is rebase. Rebase, and then we'll step into the remote repositories. Rebase is a far advanced concept, right? It's very important. We'll cover rebase and then we'll get started with remote repositories, GitHub tomorrow. What is GitHub and all? We'll get started with the next class. Rebase and then we'll begin with remote. Any other questions, any other concerns, any questions from the previous topics? If you are stuck up with the hands-on, we can utilize the time now. Anyone, anything you want to check with me? Were you all going through the quiz?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Right.
when can I speak with you? What time you are available?
You can call on this number at any time, right?
Okay.
On this number on the website, you have a number. You can talk to Mr. Raj at any time. And if you want me to talk, you can inform him. He will arrange the call with me.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is all from my end. That is all for today. Tomorrow we'll get into next interesting part. And after remote, then comes the Jenkins, Linux basics, and then we'll get started with our pipelines. The real projects comes in once we get started with Jenkins, and then we'll be using this Git throughout the course. Like I said, it is spread across. For every project, like Terraform, everything we'll be using, managing those files with Git. So Git will be revised thoroughly throughout. So that's a plan. And finally, like you all have seen that pipeline is the one we'll be focusing on working on. And in this process, pipeline creation, we have to spin up the infra with Terraform. We have to manage our clusters with Kubernetes. All of those scenarios comes in as a part of the pipeline. Anything else anyone have? All right then. If no queries, like that's all for today, right?
Preeti, so last question.
Yes, please. No.
So, if anybody want to take up the certification of this part, DevOps in AWS,
Oh.
so is there any other practices we need to do, or this course is fine?
See, firstly, there is no certification for DevOps. Of course, AWS provides a DevOps certification, which doesn't
Oh,
have that weightage in practical, right? If
oh,
you want to, my personal suggestion from my personal experience is, if you want to do certification in DevOps, you
mhm.
should do certification of individual tools rather than the one you have with AWS,
I
right?
understand,
That's
like
not the
Kubernetes.
like Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, or let's say, depending on the particular job description, you're already into some infra part, you are working on Ansible. So go for those certifications, like Red Hat provides Ansible one. So
Yeah,
that,
I understand.
yeah, but in general, the most demanded for DevOps is Terraform and Kubernetes certifications. So those you should go for. Okay. And
Got
other thing, you should go from the vendors. You should go with the certification from the vendors, not the ones anyone is offering. That doesn't will have no weightage in reality. That's another thing. Now, coming to your question, like this course, yes, this course will help you to take up the certifications, but the difference I'll tell you. This course is like a subjective one, right? You get the clarity, understanding on the concepts, real scenarios, so that you can work in the projects. Certification perspective will be different. Like objectives will be there, particularly Terraform I'm talking about. Of course, Kubernetes, again, you have the subjective part, but in Terraform, it's like objective. And also the course content will be a little bit tweaked as per the certification curriculum. But without this course, you cannot jump into certifications directly, right? You have to take up this course when you know the tools, then with some added training or exploration or self-learning we do. I would say you don't need any training for sure after this for certification. Separate training is not needed, but you have to self-learn certain topics which are under certification curriculum, and the way the certification exam is, the agenda is different. In the sense, like I told you, objectives, the shortcuts, the commands you have to learn. That kind of preparation is needed.
it, Preeti. Thank you so
Like
much.
a simple example would be like you have a intermediate or 10th board exams, right? And you have competitive based. So that's how
Got it.
certification would be.
I understand. Hope we can, better to take Kubernetes
Yes.
individual certificate. Yeah.
Yes, do thorough practice, rigorous practice, right? When you do certification, your expertise should be like they will definitely have expectations, right? You should meet up those. Means thorough, rigorous, hands-on is a must. We can guide you the pathway for certifications. As I
Sure.
am
Thank you.
certified with both Terraform and Kubernetes, I can help you with that
Yeah.
guidance.
Thank you.
All right, then. So we'll close here for today. Any further queries, you can reach out to us. Today by the evening, we'll be moving the people to the separate private WhatsApp group. And yeah, let's get tied up with all the rigorous training and commitment for our training. Let's get started then from tomorrow. All right, then. Bye, everyone. Good day. Thank you all for joining.